Hello, snowboarders of the internet. You know who I am. You know what this is. We're keeping the Stoke alive because, well, we're all fucking quarantined. Let's be real. We're all quarantined in some way, shape, or form. Shit's gotten real. Doesn't matter. We're trying to keep the Stoke high. We're trying to keep on keeping on with what we're doing here. So, yeah, new top five today. Top five people you would have seen on spring break. I mean, maybe you got out early enough during spring break to see these people, but if you didn't, these are the people that you didn't get to see. So go revel in the fact that those people are kind of funny to watch. Let's see what else is going on. Going to try to read a couple chapters of this tonight and film it and get it uploaded for you guys. I'm hoping like the goal is to do chapter by chapter in this. And every night before you go to bed, you can just have me read you a chapter out of Todd Richards' life. It'll be great, especially when we get to the whole time where he shit himself on camera at A Basin. Yeah. So there's that. Let's see what else is going on. We're in day 2 of the quarantine here in Breckenridge. Just so everyone knows, post office is not shutting down. I picked up more stamps. I picked up more envelopes. So for when we spin the wheel, you guys will be able to win some sticker packs and stuff. And if you're a member of Angry Snowboarder VIP and you're in my Ultra tier or the Sticker Club tier, those will still be going out. The stuff for March has already gone out. Some people have started to get it and whatnot, but I want to keep you guys apprised of that you will be able to actually get stuff from us. We haven't gone into full-blown shutdown yet. So what else? If you're ordering anything off angrysnowboarderstore.com, I'm still shipping stuff out. It just takes me about 3 to 4 days to get that stuff done. I ran out of stickers, actually, the other day, the board breakers, so I had to fire up my plotter and make more. So I've fired through 9 rolls of vinyl right now, which should be about 5,000 stickers. So stickers will be coming for you guys. Switch flip with the super chat. Let me spin. Let me get a spin for the boys. Oh, you get a rant. You get a rant. First spin and you get a fucking rant, and there's plenty to rant about in this world. But I think this should be a positive rant. For anyone that got the Indy Pass this year, I just got an email with an update from them, and this is pretty cool. For anyone that wasn't able to redeem any of their tickets on the Indy Pass, they're getting a 30% discount on next season's pass. So that's a positive because the Indy Pass is a great travel pass. And then if you purchased a pass after February 17th or our late season price of $139, we're not able to use it. We will credit 100% of your purchase towards a full price pass for next year. So your pass is going to carry forward there from Indy Pass, and that's like the new tiny little pass. So you can't really rant about that. I know there's people out there that want to hear me bitch and moan about resorts being closed and everything being fucked, but that's like a positive rant. We're going to save the negative rants for when I go off on L Stacker and his troglodyte girlfriend who decided to send me direct messages on Instagram for later. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on. I know a few of you guys have reached out and asked me to do sorry, this thing's being wonkapotamus for some reason. Is that thing being like, hang on. Sorry, don't mean to do this to you guys. I'm just, it's vibrating violently and it's driving me insane. That's better. So I've had a few of you guys reach out to me and tell me to drop the 2021 reviews early. Not going to do that yet. We'll see where we're at in about a week. In a week, if we need more Stoke, I will drop all the filmed 2021 reviews early then. So, yeah, let's see. What else is going on? Oh, Vail announced that they pretty much have closed their resorts for the season. Breck may open at the end of the May, so we got some optimism there. Realistically, I got to be a realist here. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm sorry, guys. I want that to happen. And I want to be wrong on that one, but I just don't think that's going to actually happen. Okay, what else we got going on? Oh, let's see. For those of you that want to know what snowboard movies and what not to watch, I'm going to try to make a list of everything that's out there right now. And maybe I'll just do a whole video announcement of that so we can talk about that. Yeah, I think. Now, the Pentagon. Oh God. Yeah, so there's that. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Let's answer some questions here. Cynthia, how do you feel about the 2020 indoor survival? You know, the one with the horsey on it. Could the tit anal struts be a benefit for some? If you're a heavier rider and you find that you're over flexing, like say in outsiders, then yeah, it could. That's really where the titanal struts come into play is for heavier riders. I think they notice it. If you're looking for something that's a little more stiff flexing in the tips than it would, because the 2021 is so much fucking better. So I'm actually looking at it. It's right over there on the side of my refrigerator, which, by the way, I might have to dip out for a minute. I got a pizza in the oven. I might have to pull out. Just trying to cut this really close today. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. Davey Two Shoes, do you ever find the mannequins not where you left them? No, they pretty much just stay wherever I left them, and it's pretty solid. But every now and then I like to screw my roommate and put him in weird spots in the dark because he works night shift. And so like he'll be first one in the morning. You know, you close all the curtains so there's no light. And he comes in and it looks like someone's standing there with a knife. But other than that, they never really move. Let's see. D-Rick rode the 17 Rome Sawtooth 164 in Austria in February on groomers. It was just a tiny bit more aggressive than my 1LF 161 wide. Liked it. For next season, I have 2 golds. Getting a butter noodle and something very volume shifted for my size 13 boots. You could probably kill 2 birds with 1 stone and just get a really soft butter noodle that's volume shifted if you really wanted to. So there you go. Okay, we got... Raul Duke wants the spin. Catch a spin before they run out. Lose a turn. Oh, you got a fucking rant, man. Oh, my God, dude. Jesus Christ. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Got to check on this pizza. All right, pizza's not done. Anyways, that's what happens when you cook a deep dish personal pan pizza for your roommate while he's trying to figure out his work situation. Anyways, perfect rant. We'll talk about dumbass L Stacker and his little legion of troglodytes that tried to invade yesterday. Holy fuck. They started sending me DMs on fucking Instagram, and I'm going to show you the conversation I had with this dumb twat waffle girlfriend or whatever she is. I don't know. I thought he was transgender, so maybe he's a she and she's a he. Who knows? But right there, I'll let you. Oh, maybe you can't read. I'll read it to you. First one. Did you just have a live chat? You need to pump your brakes. BREAKS. Not brakes, but brakes. You're so hateful and mean. My response. Oh, I'm sorry. Some troglodyte that's annoying as fuck and rude decides he has ownership of anything we do, and we call him out. I get he's special needs, but we don't need him. Do the world a favor, get coronavirus, and die. Then I blocked her. Yeah, fuck those people. Fuck him. Dumbass was telling everyone to go to Idaho yesterday. They fucking locked down Bogus Basin. All the resorts are closed. We need to not be traveling, people. Everyone fled to Moab right now. So, stupid people like him, they are part of the problem of why we are where we are today. Fuck him. Fuck her. Fuck all those idiots. They're a bunch of fake fucks that just want views and clicks and likes. That's the only reason that he used to spam the live streams and everything, was to try to drive people to his worthless channel, which the dude's a fucking pudwhack. He can't fucking snowboard for shit. When I always say there's 2 types of people, there's snowboarders and people that snowboard. And I don't have a problem with people that snowboard. But what I have is a problem with people that snowboard that try to fucking be in a position where they can actually influence people or pretend that they have a position of power. That's him right there. He's a fucking poser. Fuck him. Fuck him. But if you do want to follow a really funny, cool channel, I highly recommend Shred Ahead Snowboarding. Granted, older guys, like really ancient boomers, great mustaches though. Great mustaches. Need to send them some mustache wax. But they handle everything for beginners. But when Jim goes on one of his like long-winded tangents, it's like you're looking at your grandfather and he's telling you stories that you need to hear. For some reason, it's so soothing. Watched a whole shitload of his videos last night. Also, if anyone is an app developer, I want to develop an app that lets us know when Jim falls over. So we all get a warning that Jim fell over, and it gives us GPS coordinates to where he is. And whoever is the closest snowboarder to Jim will then go pick up Jim off the ground. All right. We got some more spins of the wheel before we take some questions. All right. Billy Ray Valentine, pineapple on pizza, yes, no. Well, you get a sticker for your son. I'll put that with the other one that I owe you from yesterday. I don't really care if you put pizza or pineapple on your pizza. You want to do it? Do it. If it makes you fucking feel happy, it's not hurting anyone, go for it. Okay. Carl Fisher, spin for the shred. That's on the line. Damn. Spin again. Sticker pack. All right, Carl, hit me up. Let me know. Info at Angry Snowboarder. Take a screenshot of this right now. Send me your mailing address. I will put a sticker pack in the mail later tonight for you. All right, switch flip. R.I.P. Melissa. Sweet Melissa. Lose a turn. Tyler Barr with the super chat. Thanks for the Yes Libre review. You are badass. Tyler, here's your spin, buddy. Oh, I get to drink water. Oh, my water's all the way over there. I don't. I'll deal with that later. More worried about this pizza starting on fire in the oven. Anyways, let's answer a question here really quick. Alan Bergsbaum, 6'2", 190 pounds. What size Captain Mercury should I buy? It's going to come down to your boot size. If you got an 11 or bigger, you are not going to fit on the Mercury. But at 190 pounds minimum, 157 or the 161 will work for you. Drew Weisner, I saw a sweet spot on Sunday for some snowboarding. Any reviews for no boards coming out? No, that is not my cup of tea. Osiris, Averin, what will matter more when riding technical terrain? Your binding flex or your boot flex? Both of them. They both work in conjunction with it, and your personal preference of both. Especially if you're riding, like if you're really trying to get an edge hold in and stuff, you want a really responsive boot, which would be a stiffer boot, so that it's going to, when you go to flex into it, toe to heel, it's going to move with it. Board flex, you can be a little more lenient. You want like mid flex or stiffer depending on what kind of terrain you're doing and if you want it to absorb chatter or whatnot. I got to check on this pizza, guys. I'll be right back. That's done. Whew. Almost burned it. Don't want to burn that for my roommate. He's got enough stress dealing with. He's trying to figure out his job situation right now. We're all fucked. What flavor pizza is it? It is a Red Baron's deep dish quadruple cheese pizza. All right. Ooh, Grant Christopher. Coming off the Captain Mercury, what would be a good unsinkable pure powder board? Ooh. That was weird. Camera's getting a little violent over there. So if you're looking for a pure powder unsinkable board, I would probably say, here's what I'd recommend. Jones Mind Expander, not the Ultra, just the regular Jones Mind Expander. Really unsinkable. LibTech Orca, Endeavor Archetype, Ride Super Pig. I'm going to throw the K2 Cool Bean in there. So that's 5. That's 5, and you got various options with all of those. All right. Mark L., I rode the 2021 LibTech Terrain Wrecker. What are your thoughts? Well, I was supposed to pick one up next week, but, well, we know where we're at now. I don't really think too much changed in the Terrain Wrecker, though, for next year. I got to look at the catalog and double check on that, but I know we got a review of the older Terrain Wrecker on there, and I really don't think anything's changed. All right. Ian the Welshman. So London is closed down, and I'm working from home. Time to get more Snowboard Stoke and hopefully not develop a really big right forearm and calluses. It's bad things. All right. All right, Alan Bergsma coming in. Size 12 boots and looking at what size Mercury. You cannot ride a Mercury with a size 12. I'm sorry, bud. You need to probably look at a warp speed instead. Carl Fisher got the Pucker Fisk 161 with the now drives off your recommendation before the season started. Love it. Love the channel. Dude, Snowfisk makes some underrated, like stiff, aggressive boards for anyone that really wants something that's American made with a lot of carbon in it, stiff, good camber profile, good side cut. Snowfisk is solid. All right. Let's see what we got here. Drew Weisner with the super chat. Keep up the good work. All right, what do we got for a spin for Drew? Damn, the water is still over there. Can't get it. All right. Raul Duke wants to spin. Fuck me. You guys really want me to be hydrated today. Oh, damn. All right. Okay. Vincent Dew. Couldn't find a battalion carver anywhere. What a Capita warp speed do? Couldn't stand the banker graphic. Truly loved the carver's shape too. I mean, yes and no. The warp speed would do. It depends on how much you weigh. If you're like a heavier rider, then the warp speed will have a normal flex. But if you're like 200 or less pounds, it's stiffer. And you know. I mean, if you don't like the banker, why don't you just buy a shitload of Angry Snowboarder stickers? 2 mystery sticker envelopes, and suddenly you can just cover that whole top sheet with Angry Snowboarder stickers. All right. Billy Ray Valentine. All right. He wants to spin, and he's got a question. Fuck, you got another sticker. It's 2 for you today. Did you get onto the Lib times Lost Retro Ripper? I did not grab one yet. That board looks so much fun. I really want to do that. So, yeah. JT SPECA with the super chat. All right. Spin again. Are you guys getting hypnotized by this thing yet? I hope you are. I really, really hope you are. All right. Yes. Where are we at? What do we got? Oh, you get a story. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a story after I answer his question. He says, I never realized how much skiers are low-key a-holes until I subscribed to your channel. No, skiers are assholes, dude. Anyways, story time with Uncle Averin. I'm going to tell you how I kicked in New Year's Eve 2002. So, was it 2000? No. It was 2001. Sorry. New Year's Eve 2001. I was still a senior in high school. So at the time, my brother had bought a 166 Ride Timeless for $100. Probably because it was a 166 Ride Timeless, and no one wanted to fucking buy it in Western New York. So anyways, my brother and I don't really get along too well most of the time. I think like we kind of just want to kill each other. It's a whole power struggle and dynamic in my family. He was the first, and then I came along years later, and he realized he had to share everything with me. It kind of sucked for him. So anyways, we're snowboarding at Holiday Valley, and we've been riding all day. We were going to work security that night for Holiday Valley, which is kind of a normal thing that we would do. They would contract us out. Stand around the door, you let people out, you let people back in, you make sure no kids are coming in with booze. It's pretty fucking easy. It's New Year's Eve. So I'm goofy. My brother is inferior foot, which means he's regular. My brother outweighs me by a ton. So anyways, we're riding Snoozer, which is the border cross course. And when you come down, if you cut hard right before finishing out the rest of the course, you can cut back over to the Sunrise chairlift. And there's like this weird outcropping of trees because it's also part of the golf course. So I go around a tree like this. My brother comes around the tree like this. And his 166, which is way too much more because he was normally riding like a 157. I'm on a 152. He hits me full force. I go down, and he proceeds to ride over this shoulder and pop it out. So there I am on the ground screaming at him, not in pain, just that I'm pissed that he fucking hit me. And he's trying to grab my shoulder to pop it back in, which He always says that he pops my joints back in. That motherfucker has never put a joint back in on my body because every time he tries, he always fucks it up. So I end up having to do it. So he's sitting there and he's trying to do it. And I got my right hand and I'm just trying to hit him in the side of the head. And I'm just like swinging at him. And he's stepping back. And I was like, come here, I'm going to fucking kill you. Come here. And then, like, my shoulders all drooped out. And at this point, 2 ski patrol, red coats, not the yellow coats, ski up and they're like, excuse me, guys, what's going on? And then they're like, because we both worked there at the time, they look at us and they're like, Brooks? Avron? Yeah, what do you guys want? And they're like, what happened? I was like, he fucking ran me over and popped my shoulder out. They don't ask if I need medical attention. They look at each other and they're like, we were never here. This is between you. We're not getting involved. So they ski off. So I'm sitting there. So I pop my shoulder in and I get up and my brother comes over and he hits the shoulder trying to pick a fight. So I pop him in the side of the head. The lifty is watching us, and I'm just swinging at my brother. So we go down. We get on the chairlift, and I'm not talking to him, and I'm all pissed. And he's just like, hey, man, it's all good. And we're sitting there, and I'm staring ahead, and I'm just ignoring him. And he's just blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, boom. And I just fucking hit him in the side of the head. He goes silent. I look at him. And so that chairlift takes about 8 minutes to get to the top. 7 minutes into the chair ride, he looks at me, and he goes, so do you feel better? And I was like, I do. Don't tell mom. And then we proceeded to work security that night. But yeah, that's one of the times my brother fucking popped my shoulder out. All right. Rubo Eris with a real question here. Do you know about Team Wendy M216 snow helmet? If so, what are your thoughts? It sounds like it's a fucking military grade helmet. What the fuck is that thing? I gotta look that up. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Oh, that is a fucking military grade helmet. What the fuck? No, you don't need that. No. Just no. No. That's like right up there with Rock. No. You're not running tactical stealth missions. You're not killing people. All right, Matt Likes Donuts wants a spin of the wheel. Let's see what we got from Matt Likes Donuts. He wants a sticker or a story. Holy shit, this thing is not ending. I got to tighten that nut. Remember, people, tighten your nuts. Always tighten your nuts down. It's good stuff. Oh, what do we got? We're going to go with rant. I think I just gave you guys a rant about those Team Wendy helmets. Why the fuck do people always want to buy military-grade shit that they're never going to use to its full potential and then go to the hill? Blows my fucking mind. I don't understand it. So living so close to Colorado fucking Springs, we get all the Air Force Academy, in which I've already talked about the story where I broke the guy's dick. Yes, I literally broke a guy's dick in half with my bare hands. I snapped it. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do when it's 5-on-1 and they're fighting you on the slopes. Anyways, I don't understand people that want to wear all this military-grade shit when they're on the hill. It just fucking blows my mind. It's like that fucking augmented reality helmet that basically looks like you're fucking in Top Gun or some shit. Actually, it's not cool enough to be in Top Gun. It's more Iron Eagle, because let's be real, Iron Eagle is like the poor man's Top Gun, and they're trying to remake Iron Eagle, and Top Gun 2 is supposed to come out eventually. Doesn't matter. Why do people fucking wear that military-grade shit? It always blows my mind. They never use it to its full potential. They're like, I've got this giant bivouac jacket that's got this worst cut, and when they go like this, they're like officer short shirt, and their stomach's exposed, and they're getting hit by the elements. Fucking never understood that shit. Or my favorite are the people that wear the military pants that, like, it doesn't fit over your boot, so you're tucking it into your boot. You're creating these fucking pressure points on your shin. It doesn't fucking work. I don't get it. Ugh. All right. Davey Two Shoes, spin the wheel upside down. All right, fine. Let's spin the wheel upside down. Ugh, it doesn't work. You get it regular. All right. You got the last sticker, Davey. Send me an email, info@angrysnowboarder. With your address, make sure you put the zip code in there. I'm really sick of looking up people's zip codes on that shit, and take a screenshot of this. So we're out of stickers. We got one sticker pack left. Got one question here. Another super chat from Patrick Knoll. Any tips for an old man learning to jib, especially now? So I hate boxes, and I'm going to tell you this right now. Like, I think boxes are one of the worst things to fucking learn on because everyone has this false sense of security on it. They're like, it's not a rail. Oh, it's got plastic and Lexan. That Lexan flexes when you slide on it. And if those screws aren't countersunk, they can pop out and you can hit them. Plus, if the Lexan sinks below the metal around the outside, it creates points where your board can get pinched in there. You can fucking get kicked out. I say rails are the best thing to learn on. Now, any resort that's actually worth a damn should have a progression park, and that's why the Woodward resorts or any of the resorts that have a Woodward park on it are the best because they give you like never ever, beginner, intermediate, pro level stuff. And I say you can kind of skip the never ever shit. That's like for Burton Riglets, and then you go to the beginner stuff, and that way stuff's maybe about this high to this high off the ground. You know, you're not more than a foot off the ground, and do it. The big thing I always tell people is you're going to freak out when you're going into whatever feature you're at. Always look at the end of the rail, the end of the feature. That way, just 50-50. If you can ride on and just do a 50-50, but stare all the way down it, and then as you're going across it, just keep looking past it into the landing, and that'll do it. And you'll eventually develop a rhythm of that. Then when you're starting to get into like jibs and presses, you should be practicing your butters and how to spin and swivel across the fall line. Right now, obviously, we can't get on a hill. Strap into your board, and what you want to do is learn how to roll up onto your tail, pop, put your nose down, land on the nose, and press with your weight on the outside of the binding, with your weight over the nose, lock in, pop, land back on the tail, weight outside the binding on the tail, lock in, pop, back in, and just go back and forth. You're going to develop that muscle memory, and as that goes, then try to learn how to pop, turn 90. So you pop off the tail, turn 90, land back on the tail, pop, turn 90, land back on the tail, and pop, and pop, and pop. And that's going to teach you how to stay locked in with that. All right. All right. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right. All right. I feel like I'm missing a question here. Oh, God. Is California getting an earthquake? Just what you guys need, going into lockdown and getting earthquakes out there. Whew. Okay. Brian Delaney, Stoke, bro. Can we get a tour of the angry apartment? Fuck no, dude. I got so many cables and shit I gotta walk over. I got a light there. I got a microphone there. I got a light there. I got this laptop. I got it hardwired to the internet. I got the camera over there with the charger plugged in with the cable to the microphone. I got a light right there with an extension cable going to that, to another light there. Then I got the fucking cables to the fucking candle lights up there. Plus, this couch is getting really fucking ratty. I really don't want people to see how many holes this thing's been gotten put in it because Kevin always pulling at shit. He's like a cat. He's just over there clawing it. It's the fucking worst. The house is fucking trashed right now. I'm slowly in the process of cleaning it. So eventually, at some point, yes, maybe you'll get a view of angry intergalactic HQ. But for right now, probably not going to happen. So... Mega Crush 54. What is the best video part of all time? I always like GG Ruffs from Back in Black with the Devo song in it. That was always the one that really, really stoked me out. Otherwise, Kevin Jones' part from Stand and Deliver with Dead or Alive's You Spin Me Right Round, Baby, Right Round. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Tyler Barr, will you hit up Loveland Pass while the resorts are down? No, I'm not going anywhere fucking near that thing because I don't trust the fucking kooks that are out there because there's little vloggers that need to get their 200 days on snow, guys. Remember to click like and subscribe and remember to buy my shitty-ass goggles. And don't forget, we're selling TP through here, too. You can get the official shithouse toilet paper. No, fuck no. At this point, I'm avoiding contact with everyone. And I'm just going through it. We got a few new cases in the county. We still haven't got the quarantine fully in effect. Like, there's still tourists roaming around. They have to be out by noon Thursday, so we still got 2 more days of those asshats. So I'm avoiding that shit. Yeah, so let's see. I love the switch flip. Love the Zima in the back. Yeah, yep, yep. There's a Zima back there. Means Randy, the warranty guy's lurking around somewhere. Somewhere. Okay. Let's see. Alan Bergsman, what do you think about the S-typo or ride algorithm for my size? I think since you were looking at a Mercury, either of those do have wide options. I actually prefer the algorithm over the typo. I think it's a better built board, and I think the side cut on it is a little bit better. They're both good, but I did a top 5 all mountain freestyle boards, and the algorithm was higher than the typo on that list. So you can always do that. JC, JT, SPC. I saw some guy, Big Bear, was wearing an ACH as a helmet. For those who don't know, the ACH is heavy as hell. Like I said, people just do the stupid shit. I saw someone the other day fucking with a bike helmet, a pink little kid's bike helmet. And this was like a 50-year-old woman. Elbow pads, knee pads, and then she had that weird, like, it looks like a turtle hugging you around her ass. It's like a crash pad. Damn, my 65-year-old neighbors are getting loose next door. I can fucking hear them. Good for them. Stoked. Fucking yelling. It's amazing. They're a party. They're probably doing cocaine and scotch. All about this. I love my neighbors. Fuck yeah. All right. Now let's see what else we got going in here. Jordan Lafau, what do you think about people splitting up closed resorts? If uphill access is allowed and they haven't stopped it from a state level or anything like that, I think it's not a bad thing. If you're doing it in an area where they're really trying to push the social isolation like they are here in Summit County, it depends where you go. I mean, if you're going like right up Peak 8, Peak 9 at Breckenridge with everyone else, yeah, that's awful. But if you're like, say, Peak 6 or coming in from the neighborhoods off Peak 7 because you live over there, I don't think it's that big of a deal for sure. All right, HDDD, give me a spin. All right, buddy, let's give you a spin. Ask another question, which is probably you just want another spin. That's not happening. Sorry. All right. Let's see. Casey Lassord, hey, Avern, do you detune your edges on your park board? I naturally detune them, and by that I mean I hit rocks. Usually when I'm testing and it's a park board, I take it right out of the wrapper. I don't do anything to it, slap the bindings on it, and go ride. If it's my personal board, from the day I get it, it's basically I just let those edges just get soft as shit, and then when they get so dull I can't dig in, then I'll go get it tuned, and even then I won't detune it. It's a lot of personal preference. Let's see. Matt likes donuts. Is the ride algorithm a good beginner board? No. It's more like low level, intermediate, and up is what it's good for. Patrick Dorsey, Orca or War Pig? If you're going more POW, Orca. If you're going more like you want a little volume shifted fuck around freestyle board, War Pig. Okay. Josh Rudsky, have you ever popped to get on a rail and hit your nose on the rail? Oh my God. That happens all the time with me. Especially if it's like late spring and we're party boarding and the snow's heavy and it's slushy and I've been out there and I'm sunbaked and fried and tired all the fucking time. So yeah, all the fucking time that happens to me. Sometimes I get lucky and I don't eat shit. Other times I fucking tweak myself and I'm sitting on the ground trying to catch my breath, not die. Might have pissed myself a little bit. Probably farted and they heard me from the chairlift again. And some little kid will ollie over me and then do like a lip slide over me. And I'm just like, oh my God, I hate you. So yeah. Michael Anderson, what do you think of the Snowboard Addiction bar board? I think you can build one yourself. All you need is 2 2x4s screwed together. Take a piece of the white PVC, the little, 2-inch or 4-inch, cut it in half. You don't even have to cut it in half. You can just screw it right down. Drill a hole through the top, then screw it through the inside on down. Make sure it's got a cross weight on it. There you go. Hit it with your snowboard. If you're really worried about your edges, tape your edges. Okay. Okay, caught up on questions there. Ooh, War Orca. We need to make a new board called the War Orca. It'll have a setback directional camber on a twin board. That way you can hit park with it, but you got more pop off your back foot, so it'll make switch riding really, really interesting. And it should just be a picture of Kevin in a loincloth holding super creepy fan Alan Russell's head in a spear. That's all I want. War Orca. That's it. Yeah. One Cold Frog. What's Kevin up to these days? Playing with his wiener. Last I talked to him, he's on a week of paid leave and then no job to go back to, so he's probably filling out unemployment right now. I haven't talked to him at all. Okay. AJ Anderson 283. What are your thoughts on balance boards like Indo board in the off season? I mean, if you want to buy an actual balance board, okay, they really do help with ankle strengthening and making your balance so that you can learn how to position your weight and whatnot. For those of you that don't have the money to buy an Indo board, go get a 3-liter of cheap shitty ass soda, shake it up until it is rock hard, tape the top of the bottle down as much as you can with duct tape, so it just holds it on there. You can put grip tape or traction tape like in little strips around the bottle. Then you take an old skateboard deck with no trucks on it, and there's your balance board right there. That's actually what I used for the longest time. You can also drain the soda out of the bottle and fill it with water, but I find that if you actually shake up the carbonated beverage, it just makes it a lot harder, so it rolls a lot easier. So, oh God, got a porn bot in here. Oh Jesus. All right. Well, sorry about that. Michael Kulig, what's up, snowboarders? Hope everyone is doing well and healthy. Hope you're doing well on the East Coast. Osiris, Averin, ever boarded in Scandinavia? What's it like? If so, I haven't. The only country outside of the U.S. I've snowboarded in is Whistler. So, yeah, that's like the only resort I've been to. All right. Why are people talking about a Marhart prototype behind me? There's no Marhart prototypes. There's the Recon from Wired, and then there's the Woodsman from Marhart, but there are no prototypes behind me. I keep them hidden. Ooh, this is a good question from HDD. How can we support the industry right now? On a base level, your local snowboard shop will probably be selling gift certificates. If you buy a gift certificate to them, that would help them right now. I know there's this fear that maybe they wouldn't open. So if you're worried about that, maybe buying a gift certificate to Evo or Christie's or one of the bigger online retailers, or even just buying gear through the affiliate links right now. I was really worried yesterday. I haven't gone, I think it was something like 72 days without making an affiliate sale, and yesterday was the first day, and I thought it was going to taper off, but I made a sale today. But you could always buy something through the affiliate links in our videos, stuff like that. Even small little things like that will help. Supporting us on Angry Snowboarder VIP or any of the other guys on Patreon that you want to, even though I don't recommend it because lately they all seem to be a bunch of fucking kooks. Just spreading the Stoke of snowboarding, sharing any of the videos we do so people have something to laugh at, and just be reminded that, hey, we will go snowboarding again. Maybe not this season, but there's always next season, Yeah. Let's see. Nick West, Haverin, the most ridiculous movie with a snowboarding scene. XXX? No. The most ridiculous movie with snowboarding in it is Shredder. It is a very cheesy horror movie that takes place at a closed ski resort, and this guy is a pro snowboarder for Inca Snowboards, which for anyone that doesn't know what Inca Snowboards is, it's the company that invented what they call dual camber, which is actually the reverse into camber underfoot. They had it before anyone else. And the guy rides fucking, what are they? I think they're the Rosnell step-ins. I don't know. He rides step-ins in it. But the best scene is the guy gets on the chairlift at the closed resort because they got the chairlift going, and the girl's like talking to him, thinking she's someone else, and he basically just hangs her. He like just kills her on the chairlift by pushing her off, and her head just snaps, and then she's riding the chairlift, dangling up and around, just going around. But yeah, I think the movie Shredder, it's on video on demand if you have Comcast, or it was, and it might be on Amazon Prime. I don't think it's on Netflix, but it's fucking cheesy. It's cheesy. Okay. Greg Brady, like the Telus line of boards, we recommend me one East Coast free rider with 2 trips west, 190 pounds, size 11, like to charge the mountain. That would be the DST right there. I think the DST, not the DST Carbon, but the regular DST would be perfect for what you're describing. Beeswax, any thoughts on vert snowshoes? Planning for worst case scenario of no ski season at all in New Zealand. They work. I've used them once. If you can get a pair and you're going to go out there, big thing is understand snowpack stability, have a plan when you go in there. Make sure you have people ride with a friend, because probably by then we won't be doing social isolation. And, just have a plan to understand the backcountry. But I think those would definitely work. Let's see. Remember, everybody, watch out for the Warka. Hydra 13, what do you think of the Dupraz D1? I think I need to ride one. All right. Let's see. David Two-Shoes. Averin, can you please describe your perfect human centipede of snowboard influencers? L-Stacker is the fucking tail on that, because he's going to get the shit after it's gone through everyone in the middle. So he's eating shit that's been digested, turned into shit that's been digested, turned into shit that's ended up to him X number of times. I think I want Buckhouse on the front, but like I want a funnel, and I want him on his back. Like the rest of the human centipede can be on their hands, but he has to be on his back with his hands up in the air like a dying cockroach, with a funnel in his mouth, with a trough that's basically just funneling in all the shit from Vail Resorts, especially from Keystone. All the shit from Keystone's mountain house, urinals, and poopers right into his mouth. That's what I want. Anyone in the middle is dealer's choice in there. Raymond Mendoza Nunez, did you get a chance to test the redesigned Yes 2020 or the new K2 Alchemist with similar tech? I did not. Not the new 2020 for next year or the Alchemist. There's still a chance I might be able to grab some stuff if Mount Hood opens this summer, and I'll go out and ride it. But right now, didn't get on them. I was riding like the stuff that I get early, which is usually like the lesser brands, as I call them, like Borealis gave me stuff, Kemper. Then I just got the Marhar stuff. I just got the Capita stuff. I just got the Rome, some of the Rome stuff. So yeah. Let's see. Marco, what's the official definition of a kook? Jonathan Buckhouse, L-Stacker Adventures, James Beastie from The Good Ride, Snowboard Pro Camp. I'm going to put them in there too. TJ's starting to become a kook. The kookness is wearing off on him. I had hopes for him. Those guys are all, come on. They fucking left a hot zone, took a flight to Canada where they're supposed to self-quarantine for 14 days and went right to a ski resort that was crowded. Like, that's an asshole. That's like an asshole thing right there. Kooks are just fucking assholes with self-entitlement issues. They're oblivious. It's all about them. They're the guy that goes in the park and is jumping off the sides of the lips to the rails. They're the family of 4 that decides that they want to have a picnic in the landing of the big line at Keystone. They're the self-entitled, self-indulgent. They buy fucking Amazon goggles, cheap, shitty-ass things like that. Like, fuck them. Let's see. Zeppelin 481. I had to drop off yesterday, so I'm not sure if you ever answered. Have you ridden the Rome Mountain Division, and how does it compare to the Ravine? The Mountain Division is stiffer in the tail. It's noticeably stiffer in the tail. It's got more pop and spring out of turns, so it's one of those types of things where it carves more aggressively off the tail. Like the Ravine is actually softer than I think people realize it is. It's definitely more like a freestyle focus, but the Mountain Division is definitely more like on a freestyle focus. So yeah. Okay. Michael Anderson, at what point would you say you're an expert as opposed to an intermediate rider? Would be cool if they dished out belts like in martial arts. You can buy a belt in martial arts. It all depends on who your sensei is and what dojo you go to. So the big thing is it's a comfort and ability level. Like as you progress as a rider, you develop a muscle memory that allows you not to freak out when something happens. Like most intermediates, they're competent riders by and large until you put them in a hairy ass situation. Then it's, oh, I'm on my heel edge. Oh, I'm on my toe edge. I'm side slipping. I'm freaking out. I'm skidding my turns. Whereas a more expert rider is just like, okay, so 3 people just fell in front of me. I got 2 options. Slam on the brakes, throw it into a huge heel side carve, go around them, speed up, ollie over them, and that's it. It's how you react, and that's how I view riding ability level. Like some people be like, oh, it's the guy that can do a 900 on his fucking snowboard, and he can do this. I know plenty of people that do a 900 on a snowboard that can't fucking carve. They think they can carve. They can hold an edge, but they cannot carve. It's when you're so confident in your riding that terrain, you just look at it and go, okay, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to scrub my speed here. I got to hop over this rock. I'm going to slash here, hit this groomer, lay a huge toe side carve, come up out of the carve. I'm going to ollie off this roller over this snowbank, land, slash, ollie back over, come down, hard heel side carve around this group. This skier here is going this way. I'm going to lay a toe side carve around him. Then I'm going to go up on my nose, do a giant butter for a few minutes, drop it back down and go. That's really how I view it. All right. Let's see. AJ Anderson 283. What is your favorite thing about snowboarding? The culture. The fact that it's a lifestyle. The whole lifestyle of it. Like having a bad day, go snowboard. Having a bad day on my snowboard, it's still better than working a shit-ass job 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, It's like, it's hard to explain. But the whole culture of snowboarding is like the big thing that I really care about. Like my whole identity as a human is snowboarding. And it's been that way since I was 16 years old. So that's 21 years that it's been like that. And it's interesting because is it 21 years? Yeah, 21 years. And holy shit, I'm old. And that's kind of the big thing is like I can go somewhere and not know anyone, and depending if I'm not in one of my moods, I can spark a conversation with them. I can ignore them. I can go out and just be out there riding. There's an exhilaration to it. There's a freedom to it. It's just a lifestyle. That's what it is. All right. We got a super chat from Drew Weisner. Had a warranty on a pair of ride boots handled perfectly a week ago. Your advice on just being honest and nice with warranty peeps is 100% awesome. All right, Drew, let's give you a spin on the old wheel. All right, Drew, hit me up. I'm gonna give you 1 sticker. I'm gonna mail that out to you. So yeah, hit me up. Vanessa Tracy, did I miss the wheel? I forgot about time zones in my post being dumped rage. Vanessa, you didn't miss the wheel, but if you want tomorrow, because tomorrow we'll do another live stream, win a date with Vanessa Tracy on the wheel. What do you guys think? Tinder's not really working right now because no one wants to be around anyone. So how about a cyber date with Vanessa Tracy? She just got dumped. She's in the rebound mode. She might get weird. You never know. Just throwing that out there. I don't know Vanessa Tracy from anyone else, though. Just putting that out there. Come on, guys. What do you think? Huh? Vanessa's down. She wants her name on the wheel. Tomorrow, we're putting her name on the wheel. Win a date with Vanessa Tracy. She's single, and as soon as this quarantine's over, she's going to be ready to mingle. There you go, Vanessa. She's probably a babe. I just assume all chicks that snowboard are babes. So, yeah. Okay. Igor K. Union Atlas opinion. Need new bindings for my powder board with a bit more surfy feel than my Carver option. Oh, fuck. You don't want the fucking Atlas. You'd be better off with a Strata if you're going with Union. Otherwise, I think actually the best surfy binding out there is definitely the K2 Lean AT. You take the heel block out of there and you can swap out the pods on the bottom, and you got yourself a surfy ass binding right there. Switch flip with the Super Trat. Win a date with Melissa. You get a spin. She's not on the wheel. She'll be there tomorrow. I'm putting it on tomorrow for sure. Drink water. But it's all the way over there. I want a drink, but it's over there. All right. Oh, ooh, good question from Drew Weisner. Should you thank your local shop sales rep with beer or a baggie of sativa? That's a tough question because sometimes you get the guy that's like me. Like all the time, people were giving me weed, cocaine, and beer in the shop. And I was like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. And it got to the point I'd be like, can someone just bring me a cupcake? But beer is always a safe bet because people used to tip me in beer and for doing some stuff when I was still like working at the liquor store. So I take the beer to the liquor store and trade it in for cash. Yeah. Water bottle. Why would you commit such crimes as drinking water, you monsters? What's wrong with you? We have feelings too. You're an inanimate object that somehow found a way to talk in my chat box. I don't understand. Kaz was thinking of bent metal bindings for a new board, but got persuaded to get Flux GS. Are they any good? The GS is like a I think it's their mid-level binding because they changed their name so much. But Flux actually makes really solid stuff. They're pretty good. So, yeah. Okay. Synthety again. You need a helper monkey to get that water. I've seen the movie Monkey Shines. That fucking thing would try to kill me in my goddamn sleep. I don't trust monkeys at all. I don't trust them. They're evil. They bite you. They fling poo. If anyone's flinging poo in this house, it's me, not them. Hydra 13 for a captive warp speed. What do you think of Union Stratas? I don't think that's a good combination. I think you'd be better off going to an Atlas or a Felcor for that board. Raymond Mendoza Nunez. What's the War Orca? The War Orca? It's a new snowboard we're going to work on. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be called the War Orca. And the graphic is just going to be Kevin holding the head of super creepy fan Alan Russell and then holding a spear and bloody, and Kevin's wearing a loincloth. And then the base graphic is actually just going to be Alan's naked-ass body with his tattoo just flopping around all Franks and beans. Yeah. Ooh, I actually like this idea from Vincent Dew. Want to create a second channel, Angry Snowboarder Dojo. Avern just beats up skiers while strapped into the War Orca. I think we might be onto something, but we'd probably be violating YouTube's community standards and guidelines because, let's be honest, they're really left-leaning and they're kind of pussies. So I'd probably have to upload it to Pornhub because Pornhub just does not give a fuck. All right. David Ballard. I want to talk about the Skate Banana. I made a Google account just for this. You made your choices to make this account. No one wants to talk about the Skate Banana. It's a limp, floppy-ass noodle. The board fucking sucks. It hasn't changed in 12 years. Video I shit on it. You can go read all the comments from the people standing up for it, which means they're a bunch of fucking mouth-breathing troglodytes. They probably watch L-Stacker Adventures and get their reviews from the Good Ride. Fuck those people. Fuck the skate banana. Buy a real fucking snowboard. Unless you're not a man, which it sounds like you're not a man because you had to make a Google account to get on here to ask that fucking question. By the way, if anyone wants a date with Vanessa Tracy, it's $1 a pop to get her phone number to me. Sorry, Vanessa. I'm whoring you out now. Become a pimp. Moss 2K, by the way, if you were to rescue one of the old and dead snowboarding companies, what would it be? I think everyone wants Forum back. I don't really care. They're dead. There's a reason they died. I mean, I've watched so many brands die in the last 11 years of doing Angry. And in the last 20 years, I've seen even more die. If they can't survive, I mean, on their own accord, which right now, if no company survives this pandemic, it's the pandemic's fault, pretty much. But before that, if they couldn't survive, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it is what it is, you know? Brands don't survive. I mean, fuck. We don't even know if Angry's going to survive at this point. We're taking it one day at a time. We're here. We're doing it. We're super chatting. We're spinning the wheel. We're whoring out. Vanessa Tracy, her boyfriend sounds like a loser. Pandemic comes in and he breaks up with her. 2 weeks of self-quarantining. That is a lot of skin-on-skin friction. She's probably going to come out of this with a wrestling trophy that's going to follow her around for the next 27 years and sponge off of her. You know, in that situation. Vanessa, you actually dodged a bullet, you know? You probably dodged a bullet by not staying with your boyfriend. He'd probably try to impregnate you, and you don't want that. It's quarantine. I mean, what else are you doing in a quarantine? You gonna just Netflix and chill? Fuck no, you're at Amazon Prime and Commitment over there. Vanessa, you're doing better. You're better than this. All right. Raul Duke, there's going to be a whole lot of quarantine babies. There is. And then in 2034, we're going to have the quarantines. Think about that. Quarantines. Dad jokes for days. I'm the fucking worst over here. Water bottle. How's John Cena corn holding up? He's been chilling back there, man. He hasn't been doing any dances, eating any dinosaurs. It's fucking sad. I'm really depressed for him. All right. Justin Rock, what is a good option for a all-mount freestyle board with volume shift? I have a party platter that I love right on the East Coast with a 13-foot. You got the best. Right there. You literally have the best. You don't need anything else. You're good. You got this. Corey Chan unexpectedly closed out the season with 2 days at Baker, riding a 9-decker Mosquito and K2 Lean ATs. Thanks for the recommendation, and thanks for keeping the Stoke alive. Dude, that's a solid setup right there for surf turns if anyone's interested in it. The Mosquito is an underrated, like, volume-shifted surfy carve cruiser with those K2 Lean ATs on it. You got a fucking ultimate setup. AJ Anderson with the $1 super chat. He wants Vanessa Tracy's phone number. God damn, man. This thing just wants me to drink water today. All right. Drew Weisner, you should add name Averin's firstborn child to the wheel tomorrow. Guys, I hate to tell you, but I got a vasectomy. I ain't bringing nothing into this world. I'd have to date, too, at that. I just don't date. I'm in a seriously abusive, committed relationship to Angry Snowboarder. No woman will ever understand that level of commitment. DV2 Shoes, replace the drink water spot with Vanessa Tracy. Fuck yeah, tomorrow we're getting Vanessa Tracy dates on dates. I mean, you'll have to stand 6 feet away from her, and you'll probably have to have, like, the bridge from playing pool to, like, push things over to her. But you guys can totally pick up some to-go, sit out on the curb 6 feet away from each other, and, you know, maybe share French fries or something and talk. All right. Let's see. Nate Miller, 165 pounds, 5'8", size 8, Thraxis, Union Atlas, looking to replace Never Summer Legacy, 166, Summit, 167 free ride at Baker Cascades Pound Shop, other brand options, Mountain Pig, Orca. I think so. I would replace the Legacy with the Orca, and then I would replace the Summit with the Mountain Pig, and I think that would be a great combination right there. Michael Anderson, what are you going to do to keep fit whilst at home? I really can't be bothered with home workouts. Gym was so much easier. I am crying because I can't go to the gym. I had to pull out my perfect push-up and pull-up bar yesterday. That thing is a fucking death trap. I'm waiting for it to rip my door frame out. But I've been doing pull-ups, push-ups, lunges, squats. I've got an alley that I can run up and down if I need to, so I go out there, go for walks, stomach crunches, sit-ups, calisthenics, a lot of yoga and stuff like that. So for any of you guys that do have downtime, now's the time to find a good yoga channel on YouTube. I haven't really found one, but I know Meta Yoga, which is my local yoga studio, is doing virtual yoga stuff on Instagram, and they're just doing that to teach people. But yeah, yoga stretches, all that stuff. So yeah, let's see. All right, and this is a PSA from my man Rob Dow at Wired Snowboards. We are still building boards at Wired, but man, this is scary. Lots of companies will be gone before this. Well, and stay safe, everyone, and keep the people entertained. Guys, the Wired Vantage is one of the best boards for free riding, like all-mountain free ride that I've ridden. You guys want to support the snowboard industry? Order yourself a fucking custom snowboard from Wired Snowboards. Rob's in there right now building those snowboards. You got 6 months to wait to ride it, so why don't you just go take a look through what they got to offer and have them build you a custom board. You can just have it say, I survived the coronavirus, or I survived angry live streaming every fucking day. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But yeah, check out Wired Snowboards. Great company. Rob, thanks for popping into the chat today, buddy. Hopefully you're staying safe up in Vancouver. All right. Let's see. Vanessa Tracy, Dinos Rocks, Genovesis, the best deck I've ever ridden. This is how I know Vanessa Tracy is a snowboarder and you guys should date her. She rides A Dinosaurs Will Die, and she knows that it rocks. If you ever needed a reason to date Vanessa Tracy, there you go. Vanessa, your DMs on this are going to blow up. Why don't you put your Instagram handle in there so all these guys can slide in? You're going to feel so much better about yourself. Michael Kulik, best way to create stoke on snowboarding in an area where we are few and far between, got 4 new people into it this season. You're doing it right. It takes time to grow a local scene. If you can, try to get your local shop behind you. But the bigger thing would be trying to do meetups and just shred nights to hang out and be like, hey, Friday night, we're going shredding, happy hour to 8 o'clock, 4 hours of riding or something like that. You just try to meet up, shred, keep that stoke alive. In the preseason, you watch movies together, maybe meet up at bars, try to get a bar or something to like let you premiere a movie or just even watch a movie and stuff like that. All right. Vincent Dew, have you ever thought about creating your own snowboard brand? Most reviewer products and vaping are the best out there. The idea has always been there. It's the problem is at that point, what companies want to send me products to review when I'm selling stuff to compete against them. So the idea that I came up with was to go to companies that I trust and products that I endorse and products that I really like and go, hey, can we do a custom collab? So like one of the ideas, and Rob from Wired and I actually talked about doing this at one point, was putting an angry graphic on a Vantage and having him sell it direct to you guys. I know Nate from Marhar and I talked about doing that with the Lumberjack. That was kind of the idea, was to go to a few companies and basically do the angry quiver. And it would be between 3 and 5 boards from 5 different brands, and it would be a collab with all of them. and then I would like to find a binding company to do a binding collab, and then kind of do that, and maybe an outerwear company to work with, and just having a whole kit, and basically just tell them, be like, hey, here's the deal. You guys sell it direct or sell it however you want, and I just get like a small percentage, nothing much, or like if I direct a link to it and it sells, I get a 10% commission, something like that. Sebastian Grunkvist. So you told me to get a party platter. I stumbled a new 1819 party platter for $30. Best buy ever. You were right. And the other boards just gathered dust. Nitro Cannon dropout. You win. I won. Damn it. You got a dropout just sitting there? I'll fucking take that. And a cannon? Whew, dude, you should be able to sell those. Dropout's a sick-ass board, man. I fucking wish I'd bought one. Switch flip. I'm getting a super pig, but I'm broke and work at McDonald's. And I've got Contact Pros for parks. Should I try to get another pair, or would the Contact Pros be okay? They'll work. I mean, it's just going to be a little more surfy in there. I mean, if you're trying to get more precision-based, it's not going to be the best binding. But for a super pig, I think if you're slashing turns and just really playing around, it'll be great. Nicholas Ludwig, have you made a video on how to get a great fit between boot and bind? I thought everyone kind of knew how to do this. Like, you want to make sure that the binding is sized to the boot, and basically you want to be able to have it fit in the heel cup, put your straps on. When you flip it upside down and you look in the heel cup, the heel is snug in the heel cup against the high back. All the straps are snug. You're not maxing out the ratchets or anything. Yeah. Ooh, Union Falco or Now Drive for Beat Black Snowboard to Death / Mountain Pig. I would go with the Now Drives, honestly. Yeah. Vanessa Tracy, real talk. What should I get for my Assassin? I have Genesis right now, but I'm ready for an upgrade. I've been eyeballing the Felcor. So the big thing, if you go to the Felcor, is you're going to have that metal heel cup in there. So the binding is going to flex different in the lateral, and you're going to feel a little bit different in there. The Genesis is a good match to the Assassin. The other one that I would maybe look at would be the Now Recon. Because it sounds like you're looking at dudes' bindings. Vanessa's she's a mountain chick. She's a mountain chick. She's single, guys. Yeah. So I think that the Felcor would probably work. Oh God, what's that one I'm trying to think of? I'm brain farting right now. You could also look at something from K2. Not the lean. Oh God, what is that one that's above the formula? Can't think of it right now. Or maybe even a Ride Rodeo. Go full aluminum. Zeppelin 481. How come we never see you riding in any of your videos? We get Kevin carving, but no. Who do you think's fucking following Kevin around? And that takes like 3 weeks of organizational skills to get our schedules together so I can do that. I ride alone all the time. I fucking hate riding with a stick in my goddamn hand. Probably because I'm too busy throat punching motherfuckers that get in my goddamn way. I don't have anyone to pay to follow me, and if I did, I'd feel bad that they had to follow me around all day. I snowboard. You know what? I don't need to fucking be out there showing everyone how bad I am at snowboarding. I just fucking ride. That's why. I don't have time for this shit. On top of the fact, up until this year, if I tried to upload 4K footage from a GoPro, even the 1080p, you're talking about hundreds of hours, it would literally have fried the computer. Patrick Noel, is the Warp Speed just a stiffer version of the Mercury? Looks really similar. Yes, it is. It's essentially the wide, stiffer Mercury. Ooh. Mark with the super chat. Go get your water. I'll give you a spin. Ask another question. Okay, I think we're caught up there. Cynthia, you need one gimbal with a camera and another gimbal with a fist at the end of it to throat punch. for throat punching from distance. So then I'm walking around with 2 fucking poles in my hand. Why don't I just become a fucking skier? It looks like I'm over there just jerking off. Just, look at this robo dick in my hand. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. Bull owner, I cracked my 2018 Arbor draft in the center of my board. Snow got into it a few times and now it's splitting a bit. Still rides strong. If I tried warranting it and sent them $100 plus a pack of Red Bull, do you think they would accept it? That's a very generous warranty offer right there. I know I would. No clue on that. But you're talking about 2018. We're going into 2021. 3 years. You're basically out of warranty, and the crack on that, I hate to say it, man, but you're probably going to have to suck it up and buy a new board, unfortunately. Bottled and corked. Dude, Union needs to do an AS custom house. Angry Snowboard goes, Union needs to send me fucking bindings to review. They don't like me. Union does not like me. And I really don't like their bindings. I don't want to slap my name on there. All right, boys. Vanessa Tracy wants everyone to know to follow her on Instagram. It's at VCard with 3 Ds, lowercase. Let's go. Come on. Who's sliding into those DMs tonight? Vanessa, you opened yourself up for this one. You opened yourself up for this one. Ooh, good luck. Good luck. All right. Greg Hansen, I've bought at least 10 boards in the past couple seasons, but keep going back to the Warpig. Is there anything out there that rides like the Warpig but more free ride oriented? Don't want an Orca. Tell us backslash. It'll give you a little more camber underfoot too, so you'll get a little more pop, but it's still playful. It'll start off stiff, but after about 5 to 7 days, the fiberglass breaks in and cracks and stuff, and it rides more like a Warpig, in my opinion. Otherwise, maybe the new Yes 2020 as well. All right. Jeffrey Birchfield, I think I saw the heel side slasher at Stevens last week. Dude, that guy is like fucking the Jason Voorhees of snowboarding. He shows up at all sorts of different resorts. It's like ski resort, heel side slasher. Motherfucker's going down the steepest, gnarliest terrain on his heel side as fast as he friggin' can. Doesn't know how to do anything. And then he hits a groomer and suddenly that motherfucker knows how to turn. Watch yourself with that one, people. AJ Anderson 283. Any thoughts on niche boards? There's a ton of reviews on it of them for 2020 in the niche snowboard review playlist. They make some good stuff. They're being made at the Kyle factory. The Maelstrom is an amazing freeride board that is highly underrated. Almost every person that questioned getting one that has bought one has left a comment going, holy shit, I wish I'd looked at this sooner. So yeah. John Saunders, want to buy the wife a new board, and I want you to choose it. She has an offshore cabin fever and a Jones hovercraft, which is her favorite. What should be her next board? Ooh. 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 Well, it looks like she could kind of use like an all-mountain freeride board, so maybe she needs to go. Actually, ooh, you know what? That's a tough question there because I'm not really as prolific with women's boards, but I think the K2 Wildheart should be on that list. Let's see, what else? The Libtech Dynamis. We're going to throw the Ride Psycho Candy in there as well, just for shits and giggles, because it's essentially a women's Super Pig. And fuck it, I'm going to throw out a Telos Backslash on there too, because she could probably ride that. Igor K, what do you prefer for powder runs, soft or stiff? I have 2 setups. 8/8 board bindings for carving, and I have a powder board. Head the day, 266 waist width, 6 stiff, and strata, I guess, as advice. Actually, most of my stuff for POW days is pretty soft. It's like middle of the road or maybe just slightly past middle of the road. Like my Archetype, my Tellus backslash, the stiffest POW board that I actually own right now is my K2 Cool Bean, and that's because it has no torsional flex to it. So, yeah, that's kind of it. But I think a lot of it is personal preference when it comes to powder boards. Like I got friends that only ride stiff ass, super aggressive powder boards, and then I got friends that ride floppy ass noodles, and I'm kind of in that middle road. It kind of depends on the snow you're riding to. If I move back up to the Northwest, I would definitely go to something a little stiffer for blasting through that heavier pow. But because I live in Colorado where the snow is light as shit, I don't need that. Little Clayton D, thoughts on the Capita Outer Space Living? It's basically a downgraded Mercury, so it's like the poor man's Mercury. It's fun and playful. It's just got more of a freestyle flex to it. So, you got immense flex out in the tip and the tail, a lot of torsional flex overall in it. So it's just a softer flexing all mountain freestyle board. It's kind of the poor man's Mercury. The best way to look at it is if you like Daryl Hannah, that's the Mercury. If you like Lori Singer, chick from Footloose, pastor's daughter, she's the poor man's Daryl Hannah. That's the way you got to look at it. Mike Garcia, how good is the Tellus DST in POW? It's actually pretty good because of that rocker in the nose, but you still get that camber underfoot, and it's got that weird cutout in there and everything, so it funnels the snow out. I got it in some heavier POW up at A Basin, and it did a pretty good job of just staying up on top and floating. But what was nice was when I get back onto a groomer, that thing would just rip a fucking carve back to the chairlift. So I could be super slashy, just plowing through, not worrying about anything. Get on a groomer and just rip carves around all the slow, fat fucking skiers that were in my way, and get on the chairlift and get 2 laps per every one of their one. Okay, this is a good question from Michael Anderson. Which companies do you think are driving the industry forward in terms of research tech? Which companies are getting left behind? So K2 Ride and Burton are really at the forefront right now. I think especially with the 2021 stuff. Capita's doing some cool stuff with like materials and whatnot, but I think companies that are getting left behind, Solomon's number 1, Never Summer, because they quadrupled down on that whole rocker camber thing, and everyone's going back to camber 2.0 or going back to camber or camber 2.0. Like they perfected camber to make it easier. And those guys are doubling down, and their boards are fucking still built heavy and stiff as shit. Well, not stiff as shit, but they're just heavy and dead, I should say. They don't really make anything. So they're missing out on that. Mervin's kind of off in its own world. I'm waiting to see what they come out with next. Like they're still playing around. Like C3 is like the new thing that they're playing around with. In terms of binding, I think Fix is doing some cool stuff, and they keep dialing in everything. But a lot of these like little brands and stuff, I think, are also dying off. DC's failing miserably, in my opinion. I think they're just kind of tagging along at this point. So yeah. Hopefully that answers your question. Oh, Jones and Yes have a lot of good stuff going on, and Arbor's doing pretty cool stuff as well. All right. Ryan, what's your opinion on offshore snow shapes snowboards? I need to ride some. I love the concept of them. The owner and I have talked back and forth about trying to get some. I really like the way he does things. Limited production run, unique shapes, a little more surfy. Oh yeah, good stuff there. I think they're a solid company. Caravan, is there a good rule of thumb for board width, boot size to ensure no excessive overhang? The bigger thing, this is what I look at. This is a little formula, not taking into account the arc of the side cut radius, but you take the tip width and you subtract the waist width from it. You take that number, divide it by 2, then add that number back to the waist width, and roughly that is the width of the board at the center. of the insert pack, roughly, not taking into account the radius, because that's way more. Someone actually did that one time, and it was such a formula that like my simple mind could not comprehend it. But I find that like if you're a size 10, at least a 24.7 or up will work depending on the board. But most stuff, if I'd say like you want a 25 or a 25.5 and up waist width. Oh, this is a funny one. Osiris, Avery, have you ever ridden any boards from Elevated? No, and I never will, because the fucking owner's a goddamn fucking kook. Fuck that piece of shit. Fuck that little Trustafarian bullshit. Doesn't know how to design a snowboard. Self-entitled, indulgent little asshole. Don't waste your time with that shit-ass brand. Bottle and cork. Why don't any of the Lost Time lid boards have mag? Ugh. I just know he wants to spin. That's all he wants. Spin again. I don't know. That's a question to ask the designers over there. Ask another question. All right. Okay, I think we're good on that. Michael Kulig, why do you think K2 doesn't advertise their multi-radius side cuts, which grip really well, or the fact that they come with a good stone finish on their base? Because that's not the K2 customer. And that's, I mean, realistically, like, the people, they're just going to be like, I just need a snowboard, and they're going to buy it and go. Like, you start talking to people about that, their eyes glaze over when you're working the sales floor. They're just like, they don't comprehend it. So there's no real reason to push it, you know? And I think that's kind of why they do it. The stone finish, a lot of companies are actually doing stone finishes. Some do it better than others. It's just one of those things, you know, then you have to explain it. It becomes one of these things where you end up like having to explain it more and people's eyes glaze over. All right, guys, we are an hour and 22 minutes into this. I got some projects I need to take care of around the house, so I want to end this real soon. So I'm going to take 3 more questions over in the chat box. Thanks again. Tomorrow, we're going to put the Win a Date with Vanessa Tracy on the wheel. We're going to have some other prizes on the wheel. Anyone that want a sticker or sticker pack from me, make sure you email me info@angrysnowboarder with your address, please, with the zip code, full address, mailing address, United States Postal Service mailing address, so that I can get your stuff into the mail tonight. So you guys will probably get it by Friday at the earliest. But yeah, I want to do that. Also, if you want to support us, you can always sign up for Angry Snowboarder VIP. I know right now we're in trying economic times and uncertainty. So if you don't feel comfortable doing that, don't do it. Don't stress yourself out anymore. If you are going to buy anything online from Evo or Amazon or Backcountry or Christie's or whatever, we've got links that will be in the description of this video afterwards. I'm going to put them in, but you can click them. We get commissions off that. That will help keep us afloat. But yeah, let's answer 3 more questions, and then we're out of here. All right. Let's see. Patrick Knoll. Hey, Ray, I'm curious what you do to stay in shape in the off-season. Do you skate ice? Okay, so pretty much sometime between May 18th and June 4th is usually the last of the season for me. I basically, my body shuts down physically, and then I start sleeping till about 11 a.m. every day. I go to bed at 10 and I sleep till 11 a.m. for about 2 weeks. In that time frame, I might go to the gym 1 or 2 days a week. But after that, I come out of it. I probably packed on about 10 pounds of fat, and I tell myself that I'm disgusting, disgusting human. And then I start going to the gym about 5 days a week, and it's all low weight, high repetition, half hour of cardio on the bike with just high revolutions on the bike, you know, just getting the heart rate up. I do that like about every other day. A lot of stomach crunches, back exercises with stretches intermingled in there, some PT style exercises just to make sure everything works, and do that. You know, before I got the flu last month, I was sitting around 213 pounds, but I lost 15 pounds, so I'm under 200 pounds. But that weight will come back in muscle mass for me. But that's the big thing. Making sure I do proper leg lifts and lunges and everything to just build up the capsules around my knees and the strength of them. strengthen up the hip flexors, the shoulders, the elbows, everything like that. So yeah, okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. Looks like you guys don't really have questions. So tomorrow we will continue on the parade of trying to shack up Vanessa Tracy for quarantine. She's single and ready to mingle, boys. We're going to do this for you, Vanessa. We're going to take care of you. The rest of you guys, I know you're going to probably come up with some wacky off-the-wall questions for me tomorrow. Hopefully. Going to try to put some more stuff on the wheel. I think Friday's wheel, I'm going to put away a clothing gift option because I've got a bunch of stuff. I got to see what sizes of things I have, but I'm going to see what I got left over in Angry Merchandise. We're going to put one of those on the wheel. So, yeah, there we go. Anyways, guys, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.